This is Casey's Raw again, and today I'm gonna steal all the idea from Metal Jesus Rock, and I think it was a good idea. I did a quick version of this earlier this year. You can see the stuff I've been drinking. But there's, I want to do my Nintendo NES / Famicom collection for you guys. I went through it a little bit for you in the first part of the year, but I want to go a little bit more thorough. So I probably pronounced that wrong, so let's go ahead and get started. Up here is all my Famicom games. At the corner, we got some Sega Genesis games. But these are all my loose Famicom games, and one of my favorite ones, I've been dying to get this for years, was this gold Punch-Out. This, I believe, is up to $400 now. I picked it for like $250, but now, yeah, like I said, it's up to $400, and it can go higher. I seen this first time years and years ago in Pennsylvania at the Classic Game Junkie, and I think they had it priced at $150. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll never get that, but I eventually got that. The one thing I do not like the Famicom games, they're mainly don't have no labels. Some of them do, so it's kind of hard to tell what's... And I try to put some of the ones I, like... I have picked up recently in the last year or so was Star Wars on the Famicom. What's funny, I found this in Oklahoma. We do not get a lot of Famicom games in the wild, minus the local game store. But this was at the vintage stock, and that's how much I paid for it. So I was like, yes, definitely. I had to pick that up. And let's see. Devil World, that's a good game. It's like, almost like a Pac-Man kind of game. Ducktales 2. I picked this up before I picked up my Ducktales 2 on the NES. I believe this is the Mother, the 25th Anniversary Edition. This is pretty much a reproduction. And then got a bunch of different types of games. I mean, here's like Adventure Island 2, I guess. And then look at this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is actually, was it the Manhattan Project? So, and our version is number 3, the Manhattan Project. And right here are some of my bootlegs. They're a little hard to take out. Like there's Rescue Rangers 2. That's Contra Force. And I did a review on these 3 games. And here's Flintstone, the Dinosaur Peak. And then you can see like Dig Dugs right there. And then, I think that's Ring King. I believe that's that too. I believe that's, Goonies 2. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's Goonies 2. And you can play Goonies 1 on the Famicoms. I'm pretty sure I do have it. I just don't know where it is. Let's see what this one is. Mappy Land. And then up here you got Pac-Man. Horrible, horrible game. I kind of like how these cartridges, kind of like that gold Punch Out. I kind of like this cartridge because it looks like a mini version of an NES cart, just backwards. Instead of those ridges being right here, they're on the other side. And yeah, it's cool that these tape holders are great for not only the Famicom games, they work great for the Sega Genesis games, they work for 32X games, and I believe they do work. Yes, they do work with the Jaguar games, and some will actually fit the Atari games. I mean, Atari 2600 and 7800. So, and then down here are my boxes from my NES boxes collection right here. A lot of these I picked up in the last 4 to 5 years. Starting all the way over here, we got Mario Bros. 1 in the box. You got 2 in the box. You got 3 in the box. And originally 3 was the first one I ever picked up in the for the collection. Then I got some reproduction Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt case. A reproduction Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track Meet box. Then I got the triple pack Super Mario Bros. Tetris World Cup. That's another reproduction. But these, originally, I picked this one up. I was happy with it, but then I saw this one for cheaper, and I was going to put the best two. Well, I was going to keep my childhood game. I like to try to keep my childhood games as much as I can. But I was trying to put them together, and I noticed they were something different. There's a 5 screw Zelda. I'm gonna try to pull this out one-handed. We'll see if I can do that. Yeah, right there. Look at that. It looks totally different. When I looked at this, it's like, why does this look different? And I was like, oh, it's a 5 screw, and the 5 screw is extremely hard to come by. So I was like, yeah, I'm holding on to this. Then you got the Metroid Link. Honestly, you gotta love the Zelda games. Ducktales 1. Grew up with that, but all these boxes I got later on in life. Ducktales 2 was the first expensive game I ever picked up. And this is actually the European box. Then Chippendales is a great game. Picked up Chippendales 2 like 2 years ago. And what's funny, I got the case. I went to the toy store, a local toy store, and they had this case. And they were like, well, we were thinking about buying the game and put it as a combo. So I was like, well, I just bought the game. I just want the case. So I picked up that for like $20. Then you got some more expensive games. You got like Kickmaster, Power Blade, Toxic Crusaders. What's funny about that, I posted that on my Facebook and in some Facebook group, and a guy was like, I need that in my collection. Would you sell that to me? Like, no, thank you. And then I got Double Dragon 1 in the box. Double Dragon 2 in the box. Great games. Then you got Mike Tyson Punch Out. Then you got Punch Out. Then I got Mega Man 1 loose. I got Mega Man 2 in its box. Mega Man 3 in its case. Mega Man 4 in its box. I do not have Mega Man 5, but I do have Mega Man 6, so I just need the 5th one. Ghosts and Goblins in its box. Then you got Castlevania 2, 3, Metroid, Battletoads. And then you come down here, you got Caesar's Palace. Then you got the black box games right here. And then you got the unlicensed Tengen games. And then I'll be right back. Got Kid Icarus. Good game. Same thing with Super C. I got a reproduction of Mr. Gimmick in the case, obviously. And then, this is actually a newer release right there. I'll show you real quick. It has multi games on it. A bunch of NES games. So, that was cool. And then Mario is missing. That game is horrible. Tetris, you can't hate Tetris. Turtles 1 and 2. Turtles 1 extremely hard. I enjoyed playing 2. The California Raisins right there. That was my first reproduction game I ever picked up. Let me pull this one out. And it's in a great box. I picked this up at the Classic Game Junkie. And I did a review on this too, so it's amazing of the box art and everything. And then Dr. Mario. Can't hate on that. Just showing, we're heading towards the unlicensed games, like Impossible Mission 2, Journey to the Promised Land, was it Exodus? Then you got the King of Kings, there's just only one. Bible Adventures, Firehawk, Big Nose the Caveman, Quattro Sports, 2 Dizzy games. Actually, Dizzy game, and then you have the Land and Deck Enhancer games. Sealed, by the way. And then you come down here. RC Program. Got that box really cheap, but I used to play that a lot as a child. I really hated that Mickey Mouse Mousecapades. I actually had it and then I sold it. I hated that, but Then TNC Surf Designs. I actually really like that game. Solar Jetman. That's a good game. I really love that. You got Top Gun 1 and 2. Back to the Future. WCW Wrestling. Operation Wolf. That's a hard game, too. Oh! Then up here. Well, actually, before we move on, I got my big box Game Genie. And I actually got the more uncommon version from Camerica. This is more the more common one from Glue, but there is one from Camerica, and I have that version, but cool to have the box. And then this is the Aladdin and Deck Enhancer. Still sealed, factory sealed. So, and then I got 3 versions of NES cleaning kits. They're all kind of different. And I actually try to sell 2 out of 3, just keep one, but they didn't want it, so it's alright. And over here, I have these ones pulled up by themselves, kind of special. First is the Mother series / Earthbound. This is my reproduction version of Earthbound on the NES. Then I got Mother 2. Two reproduction games for the Game Boy Advance. You got Mother 1 plus 2 and Mother 3. Then you got Mother in its box. Then I have Mother Mario Brothers, the arcade game in its box for the Famicom. Then you got Super Mario Bros. Then you got the Japanese. This is the American version of Super Mario Bros. 2. It's called Super Mario Bros. USA. And then you got Super Mario Bros. 3. And coming over here, I do have a bunch of these Famicom disc games right here. And right now, my Famicom disc system is on the fritz. And up here, these are actually 8 NES Asian games. That's why they're kind of white. And then down here, these are mainly NES PAL games from Bionic Commando. That's why it's Adventure Island Classic. Instead of saying Adventure Island, it's Adventure Island Classic. Except this one right here, that's Widget. And then you have up here where you think it just says Dragon Ninja, but that's actually Bad Dudes. Look how, if you get real close, there it is. Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninjas. Then you got Volleyball, Mega Man 2. Then look at this one. Trying to get this. Look at that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but instead of Ninja Turtle, it's Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And then you see Palcom. Crackout, that's a great game. I can't pronounce that. That is a Smurf game. The Aladdin. Aladdin. I cannot get that one working right now. Mario, I think it's called Mario and Yoshi. This, I believe, is Yoshi for the NES. Pro Protector is Contra for Europe. Then you got the New Zealand story. Then you got Shadow Warriors, and that's Ninja Gaiden. And then here, I got a bunch of my rare and expensive games. Like, there's Contra Force, Uncharted Waters, Jackie Chan, Monster in My Pocket, The Jetsons, Contra. Even though Contra is really not uncommon, I really need to bring that down. Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Wampum, Lethal Weapon, Captain Planet, Ninja Gaiden 3, James Bond Jr., Felix the Cat, Invited, Shatterhand. I picked up North vs. South at a flea market. I think that we paid $25 for that. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Adventure Island 2. You got Batman versus, I believe it's Batman versus the Joker. Then right here, it's hard to see, it's Gargoyle Quest 2, Mega Man, Kicks. Then you got Ninja Bros, RC Pro Am 2. I did a review on this one recently, Battletoads Double Dragon. Color a dinosaur. I need to do that. That'd be hilarious. Bases loaded 4. The uncommon. Mega Man 6. Super Spy Hunter. I think that's Vice Project Doom or something like that. This one. Mario's Time Machine right here. And I believe that's Venture Island 3. And then you got some uncommon games down here. Like WWF King of the Ring. Love Castlevania. Love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and the Manhattan Project. Bubble Bobble's great game. You got to play that. This Pac-Man version is rare. Then I got the Donkey Kong Country game. Oh, Donkey Kong games. And then Space Shuttle. G.I. Joe. Battleship. Then up here you got, Killer Tomatoes and the gray versions of Zelda and Zelda 2. Darkwing Duck. Alfred Chicken. The Lone Ranger. Then you got Pugsley Scavenging Hunt. Gold 2. Gold 2 is hard to come by. Rainbow Island's a good game. Monster Party. I really love Monster Party. Metroid. Batman. Kirby's Adventure is great. Excitebike. Ninja Gaiden. Oh, this is actually the more uncommon version of Blades of Steel. Is the red label. Very hard to come by. If you do find this, pick it up. It's worth it. What's a lot of times they won't recognize it. They'll be like, "Oh, it's just Blade of Steel." But the red label's worth a little bit more, and it's a variant. So it took me a while to finally pick this up, and then I eventually found another copy. And what's funny? I picked that. This is the second one I actually picked up. The first one I picked up, I kept it and I sold this one. And then I realized the one I sold was the better copy. So I picked it up and actually it's still priced as Blade of Steel price. The original one. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. That's a tip to look for. Then we go down another level. We got RBI Baseball, the licensed version. I love RBI Baseball. You can't go wrong with Bomberman. I'm not a big fan of Paperboy 2. I really like the first one. There's a Pac-Man licensed version. Dream Master, that's a great game. Avoid Tailspin. Tailspin on an NES is horrible game. I hate that one. Sorry about the stumbling around. The Back to the Future games are horrible as well. Touchdown Fever, that's hard to come by. Marble Madness, that's a great game. Hadn't played Spot in a long, long time. Adventure Island, love that. That's my childhood game. Stinger. If I had the piano for this Miracle cartridge, that would be worth a little bit more. It's a little uncommon to find the cartridge as well. Little Mermaid, I heard it's actually a pretty good game. Double Dragon 3 is horrible. Extremely hard. Star Tropics. Me, my brother, and my dad would play this golfing game all the time. Alright, let's move. Paperboy. Oh, you gotta love Paperboy. Then Burger Time. Burger Time, I like. Willow is a good game. Rampage is a good game too. Golf Grand Slam is a hard to come by game. Spy Hunter, great game as well. Alright, let's go down the next one. Now you're getting to the more and more common version games. Baseball Stars 2 is good. Even though I prefer still RBI Baseball. There's the more common version of Blade of Steel right there. I really need to try that Super Glove ball because I got the Power Glove. Thrill Surfing. Was it? No, Thrill Safari. That's the sequel to TNC Surf Design. The Ghostbuster games are horrible. And then we come down to the last section, and it has more common games, but then we're entering the unlicensed games / reproduction games. So let's move on to the next one. Now we're down to the last section where the common games. Adventure Dino Wiki. It's not a really good game, but that's my childhood game. MC Kids is actually a real good game. Ghostbusters, And then we move on to... Let's hold out on this. Right here are all my licensed games that are not in the box. Starting with... This is a European, I believe, or Australian unlicensed game. I did a review of this. I did a review on this as well. This is the Maxi 15. And then you got these America Codemaster games. This is definitely the best one out of the set is Micro Machines. And then I got the whole Tengen set. But here's half of them loose and the other half is in boxes. And then you got the Color Dream games. And then just other... Pretty much other unlicensed games. Let's see what this one's called. This is Dude with Attitudes. Oh, the American Video Entertainment games. And then what about Death Race? I guess it's called AGCI. Then I have a ton of reproduction games. Let's go through some of them. I recently picked this one up. I was going to do this for during Christmas, but I just didn't have the time. This is Adventure Island 4. Then I got some multi-carts right here. This says 852. Then I got some not working Asian games right here. You know, look at this one. This one says Star Wars Top Gun. That's hilarious. Oh, Splatterhouse, the Famicom version. I kind of regret buying this. And here's another one of those Asian games that are not working. Let's put some of those back. This one is 501 multi-cart game. These are good just if you want to play a bunch of ROMs. And this is one of my favorite multi-cart is the Unreleased Collection. This has a bunch of games that either been canceled or slash been unreleased. So this, I believe I picked this up on AliExpress or could have been Amazon. Here's another Asian game art. And this one is a 4-in-1 pirate game for use the NES Zapper. Then you got the Nintendo World Championship reproduction. Then you can kind of see these right here. You got Frogger, Mr. Gimmick 2, Shadow Revenge, Sweet Home, Legend of Zelda Outlands. I had a bad experience. I think it's 8-Bit Evolution. They were extremely rude to me about the whole thing. They're like, maybe it's your NES. Well, it plays other games. It wouldn't play your reproduction. And then eventually, oh yeah, there was a chip not working. So it was like, they were just horrible people to deal with. And then I believe that's Dark Mr. Gimmick. What the heck is this one? Oh, this is another Asian game. Then you got Sunman. Right there, that's a from Sunsoft that they lost the license to Superman. Then you got Zelda, the Triforce of the Gods. Then you got Drax Night Out, Bio Force Ape, Super Mario Bros. 2, Jade. So this is the Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2. The heck is this one? Oh, Kid Dracula. I'm trying to remember. I got a ton of. Oh, what is this one? Oh, this is versus Super Mario Bros. Whoa. And then you got a Christmas version. You got Super Mario Bros. I'm trying to see it. Rekringled. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see if I'm probably show off some of the stuff that I have for the NES. I picked up this Power Glove in its box. My late wife, she picked up this U-Force in the box. I was wavering back and forth. I think it was $25, but she went ahead and picked it up. And that was actually a great idea. Oh, the Power Pad in its box. Let's see what else. I know I got an NES box, but it's hidden behind all this other stuff. You can kind of see it right there poking out. And I believe that's pretty much it of the NES collection. And I do have other ones. I mean, I do have the NES Classic up there. Here's a cool thing. You got the NES Classic Controller, and that's your controller. And these are actual real NES controller from back in the 80s. So you can see how they kind of designed the box from the new NES controller from the old. So, yeah, that was pretty fun to show you guys. I had in the collection. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys before I take off some of these signs I picked up related to the NES. You got Super Mario Bros. Then you got Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 3. Legend of Zelda. And Legend of Zelda Adventure Link. And then you can see a bunch of wall art up there related with the NES. And then over here, you got the Mario Bros. Marquee signs versus Duck Hunt, Contra, Punch Out, Super Punch Out, Burger Time, and you got Punch Out. And this one's a bigger sign, but it's being blocked from my Neo Geo games. And then what? Oh, here's cool. I have this. Give me a second. On the side of my entertainment center, I have. These are stickers for the NES. No, for the Switch. And then this is my top loader. No, I mean, not my top loader. My NES lid with a bunch of YouTubers that signed on there. And actually, it's a mess over here, but I have a top loader. So, one of the other cool things is I do have a Rob. I picked this like almost 10 years ago, give or take. I believe I paid $20 for that. And then over here are actual, little statues back in the 80s. And here's what's cool. I got several of these scratch off cards. Got one with Princess Peach, Mario, Link, Peach again. And there's Link again. So, yeah. And I believe now it's pretty much it. Like I said, there's my top loader, and I do have a dog bone somewhere. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.